na 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 Batman, Batman, na 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 Batman, Batman, na 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 Batman, Batman, na 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 Batman, Batman, na 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 Batman, Batman, na 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 Batman, Batman, na 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 Batman, Batman, na 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 Batman. CrazyCatLady or Mark the Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under very educational for and entertainment purpose. Looks like it's all they did. Well, those years ago. See? No, I don't want to do any more of it.
Pretty fully, but not all the way full. So I'm gonna cook an air meal. Some video. Let's see which one is next. That is for short. This one, loaded honey noose. So go to fruit. Grab one of these. And go to here, grab 2 oats. Let me go to this. And we cook it. Let's see how fine it is. Pretty much the same as the other one. Alright, Merry Christmas everybody. So, every single Halloween I do one review of Batman episode that they may have made series or the Justice League. And I guess I did do one episode of Static Shock. Most of them were all Christmas related. I think I'd done all of them. But I decided to start doing ones that involve Mr. Freeze. Because even though when I was watching this episode, it does take place during August, I think it still counts because everything around it's cold. So I still think anything that involves like cold can still. I think it's like a very like loose meat. You don't really have to watch these ones at Christmas time, but I just chose to. And the fact that they also involve Batman has burst of getting cold during this episode, so I found that pretty cool. But Mr. Freeze is one of the rarer Batman characters that was kind of created in this show, kind of not, because he was in the Batman 66 show, but before then he really didn't have a backstory before here. This show makes him where everybody has decided to take inspiration from what they did in this show about having Mr. Freeze have a wife who he's trying to save, and he's taking out revenge on his boss. So everybody, like, pretty much that has to do with Mr. Freeze every time they adapt him. Batman and Robin, Gotham, the Arkham series, and countless others. Even so, like, I've not played that game yet, but I know that Ferris Bueller is in Arkham Shadow, because I'm not gonna play since I'm not really into doing VR games, but I know that he's in it. But yeah, I do like the fact that, and also I think this one got like an Emmy award for like the best story or something like that. So Batman has to go and stop Victor Freeze from destroying a party and killing a bunch of people, to get revenge on Ferris Bueller for killing, not able for him to save his wife, and for what he did to him and making him where he can no longer feel anything, even if he saves his wife, he can't feel her touch, because he made it where because he lost feeling he has to be around cold 0 temperature or he'll die. So Batman follows him to get his last thing he needs for his new freeze gun, and he ends up trying to freezes Batman. He freezes one of his own men, to where I don't really feel right here. He does not need to do this to this guy. This guy had nothing to do with happened to his wife and him, and yet he just his other men wanted to leave him, wanted to take him with him because he's one of them, and he says nope, leave him. It's his own fault. So right there, yep, he's really gone evil for just to do that to one of his own men, who don't have to help him. And Bruce, after he gets out of being frozen by Mr. Freeze, he helps this guy out of the goodness of his own heart. And we find out from Mr. Freeze and Bruce here that he's got a cold. And he goes to meet with Furious Buller and finds out that one of his employees worked on his did a project behind his back as a clue. Then he goes to the party as a security guard to find where Mr. Freeze is parked at in order to get the guns. And he tries to stop, but he also wants to look up what happened to him and how he became Mr. Freeze. And he sees the tape of his wife and Mr. Freeze Mr. Freeze is doing an experiment to say in order to a cure gets found for his wife's illness, and Bueller finds out about it and tries to stop him from doing it because he was using companies' money without asking, and he was pretty much using too much of it and made them more like they wasted billion and a lot of money. And so he tries to stop him from doing it, and he pulls a gun on him, Mr. Freeze does, and he kicks him into the chemicals and makes him where he can no longer be out of 0 temperature. And Mr. Freeze sees Batman watching this and captures him and tells him, "This is why I'm getting revenge on Bueller, and I have to leave you here." And he says, "You don't have to, and even to kill all these people, I would kill to be able to touch the summer sky pretty much again, feel the summer breeze again, or my wife's hand." He ends up leaving him there, and Alfred gives him a chicken soup to help with his cold. And I got a number saying adding that because happens later on, and he breaks out of the ice trap that he's in, gets out of there in time before the building freezes, and and then he goes into freeze Ferris Bueller this gun so you can see him, and Mr. Bull, he begs for his life. It's don't leave me like this, I beg you. I've been waiting to see you has had this face plastered on you forever. And then Batman comes and we find out that Mr. Freeze has the suit makes him have way more strength than he would in a normal person would. And Batman uses the chicken soup to pour it on top of the ice of the glass of Mr. Freeze's helmet, and it breaks it. And the Vicky Vale stand-in Summer comes in what was that stuff? The best cure for the cold. And Freeze falls knocks out, and he hands over Summer the tape that would prove Bueller's evidence for him to go to jail. And the episode ends with one of the best lines out there, saying, "I'm sorry I wasn't able to get I'm just gonna show you guys a clip of it because I can't do justice of this actor, this voice actor who plays Mr. Freeze here."
I failed you. I wish there were another way for me to say it. But I cannot. I can only beg your forgiveness and pray you'll hear me somehow. Someplace where a warm hand waits for mine.
So, this cartoon is really good. You should go watch it. Let me see which one it is. So, this one's called Cold Ice, Heart of Ice. I was thinking of the Queen song, sorry. So it was directed by Bruce Timm and by Paul Dimoni. Came out December 7th, 1992. Mr. Mark Campbell plays Ferris Bueller in this. That's funny. So even when he's not playing Joker, he's doing parts in this stuff. We got Michael Hansen playing Mr. Freeze, and Maria Devon and Kevin Conroy playing Batman. So, yep, this episode was... It doesn't say which one it was. Well, you can't find this sadly on Amazon, on Max anymore. You had to go to Amazon. Yeah, season 1, episode 12. So, there you guys go. So, I don't know what episode I'm doing next. I'll figure it out next year. So, I'll see you guys later. Like, favorite, and subscribe, and bye-bye. Merry Christmas.
Butler, this is Batman calling from Wayne Manor with a shout out just for you. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
Okay, this is Kevin. Well, good luck with your Crazy Cat Lady game reviewer podcast.